the Boneyard in Alaska?
I've heard of it, and it sounds fascinating. I don't think he's revealed much about that.
Well,
to the public yet.
it's an amazing discovery. This guy's a gold miner, and he has this large piece of land in Alaska. They're mining for gold, and they start finding like tusks and bones. And in one area that's only a few acres, they found thousands and thousands of woolly mammoth bones and tusks. They found all these like
all the megafauna,
many animals that weren't even supposed to exist in Alaska. And he's like, look, we have the bones of it.
Yeah.
And one of the things they found recently was bones that were sawed, clearly sawed.
Human workmanship.
But like a sophisticated tool. He recently started a bone rush.
I can't be the only person seeing this, right? Like this is kind of apparent. Like there is a layer in this boneyard that is charred. Somehow this field of dead animals, this pile of dead animals, spontaneously combusted, and what it reminded me of was the Boudica layer in I think it's in Britain, where it's a layer of earth that marks the era where Queen Boudica like burned anything that looked mildly Roman. Okay, it's a layer of earth that is just burnt to a crisp. If you can dig anywhere up there, and you will hit it. If you dig a hole deep enough in your own backyard, you'll be like, oh, there's a Boudica layer. This dude hit an equivalent to that, but from the Ice Age, apparently. Now, what baffles my mind is no one's putting two and two together here. Like you heard him say that, oh, the species of animals that weren't supposed to be in Alaska anymore. Like, all these animals just like collected together and died. There's one theory he talked about in a separate video where apparently like this monsoon came down, like random ass monsoon. Like the sky opened up in specifically that spot. And then anything living in that spot just got like drowned and swirled up in mud and died or some shit. The apex predator of any environment on Earth is man. If we move to an area and we encounter some living thing that is a hindrance to our way of life, we make it go away. That is a fact of life. It is repeated throughout history. Number one, have you ever heard about the bison that used to populate North America? And how, like, it is a miracle they're still alive. You know why? Because enough rednecks got together and decided, we need to make this brown area less brown and more green, and let's do it. So they basically just turned into like an ocean of fur and steak into just barren grassland that they could farm. And it was also fueled by racism. But there's that. Have you seen the photos of what we did to the bison after we killed them? We would massacre these things and then just stack the bodies, take a selfie because, like, gotta tell this story to the grandkids, and then walk away. And if that's not enough for you, how about the Great Dust Bowl hair epidemic? Yeah, when rabbits started like mass populating all over North America because they had no natural predators, because we got rid of all the natural predators like wolves, foxes, and foxeye, whatever, and coyotes and shit. And so they just like freaking, there was holes everywhere. It was like hell. And every family during the Dust Bowl, Great Depression, had a little discussion at the dinner table. Kids, I know you think they're cute, but it's either their lives or ours. If you want something to keep you up at night, look up the actual footage of rednecks and farmers linking arms with sticks, walking across the Great Plains, kicking rabbits and shit, and corralling them all into a fence, and handing their kids aluminum bats. We alter the ecosystem more than God has since the Great Flood, okay? Since the Great Flood. When the Great Flood happened, God was like, okay, I'm done with that level of catastrophe. And then when Jesus died, God had his fill of blood, basically. So ever since Jesus died and rose again, natural catastrophes don't happen on account of God anymore. Some people say they do, Florida, this, that, or the other. No, that's just the earth. All the tectonic plates are a side effect of the flood. It's not God pissed off at people. I mean, he probably is sometimes, but that's not why. But what I'm getting at here, is we have proof that a long time ago, primitive man sat around the campfire with their kids and went, honey, I know you think short-faced bears are cute, but they can turn our house into a park bench. And I know you think the woolly mammoths are cute, but they crush everything. And we got some tough decisions to make. I'm actually contemplating the idea that ancient man picked bison over mastodons. Because bison, you can manipulate. There's actually people who have trained bison to, be dogs, basically. Like following commands, instructions, and orders. You can't do that with an elephant. Or you can, but you just need one. You got to piss off one of those suckers. Village gone. So, rant over.